Dear students, welcome to this English teleteaching program. In the previous two sessions, we discussed the very beautiful and interesting story, that is the beggar, and we have already finished the first two parts. Today, we are going to discuss the last part, that is the third part of the story, the beggar, the motivating story. And before going to the last part, let us have a recap of the first two parts. So, let us see part 1 outlines we have already discussed. So, the story the beggar begins with a begging scene. The beggar gives his introduction, his identification, and appeals, requests an advocate very politely for giving him money. Sergei, the advocate, observes the beggar's physical appearance, his dress, his words, his voice. He recalls and recognizes him, and he becomes confirmed that he is the same man who was there at Sodobya Street the day before yesterday, looking at the high and low overshoes of the person. And the advocate Sergei gets angry and threatens him to call to the police, and finally, the beggar was afraid of the words of the advocate and admits his fault and tells the truth, and the advocate offers him work. This is the first part, and the beggar accepts it. So, begging, then telling lies, then was caught red handed by the advocate and admits his fault and agreed to work in the house of the advocate. This is the first part. Let us see the second part. This is the recap of the second part. In the second part, we have already discussed the beggar starts the work of wood chopping. Really, he was very reluctant, he hesitated to work, he had a negative attitude towards work, he did not like to work because he was very thin, his health was ill, he was very weak, and Sergei, advocate, who assigned the task of this wood chopping work, he went to the dining room, looked at the work of the beggar through the window, and his feeling of kindness. And after 1 hour, the cook Olga came and declared that he had finished his work, and a half a ruble was given to him, and he was also offered monthly work. Sergei, the advocate, told him to come to his house every month to chop wood and to receive half a ruble every month. And after that, he was again given some other types of engagements, cleaning engagements, and he was also able to get some more money. And when the advocate Sergei changed his house from an old house to a new house, the beggar was asked to carry the things, to actually pack the things, and he was given 1 ruble that time. His behavior, his work satisfied the advocate, and Sergei, the advocate, was very much happy to give him another job. He wrote a letter to his friend, asked him to carry the letter, and advised him to work hard and not to drink vodka. This was the discussion in the previous sessions. Now, we will discuss the next two parts. So, before going to the next part, you just see the flow chart very briefly. The flow chart has been given, part 1, part 2, only 7 box. This is the way you can remember all the things. You can do a flow chart, you can design a flow chart on your own, and you just important ideas you put in the boxes. You just see meeting of Luskov with Sergei first. Luskov means the beggar and the advocate. So, first meeting, then Luskov tells lies and Sergei recognizes from the overshoes. That is also a turning point. The third point, Luskov admits and Sergei offers work. तीनोटी जिनिष मन रख पिले ए तीनोटी जिनिष मन रखिले स्टोरी रो प्रथम पार्ट मन रखियो प्रथम पार्ट तांकर भेट द्वितीय कथा होची तांकर से केमती मिछ कहला धरा पड़िला तृतीय कथा होची से सत कहला एवं ताकू काम दिया गला. So you just see this story writer has beautifully written. So he admits his fault, tells the truth and he was offered to work. पिला माने सबु बेले गोटे जिनस जान tell the truth before others, so that definitely all others, your elders, they will be happy, they will, you can do something in your future. So the beggar tells the lies, he was threatened, he tells the truth and he was offered to work, right. The second part, Luskov fails to chop wood and Olga helps, then monthly earning he received, he got, and other work also he got, then satisfaction of the advocate and he was offered the new job, that is the job of copying with his friend. So, 3 points for these 2 parts. Remember all these things and you can understand the story better. Let us go to the summary of the third part, right. So, let us see what happens. Again, before going to read out, I would just say the first part begins with begging, ends with wood chopping. The second part begins with wood chopping and ends with another work, offering of copying. Now, you see how the third part begins and how it ends, right. So, 2 years later Sergei met Luskov at a theatre and was glad to know that he was a notary then and earned a salary of 35 rubles a month. Sergei was sad that he had engaged him in hard work. Luskov expressed his gratitude to Sergei. So, now 2 years passed, there was no any appearance of the beggar. After 2 years, what happened? Sergei went to watch a play in the theatre, right, and at the theatre, at the window of the theatre house, he met the beggar in a new get-up, in a new dress, a very costly dress, right. So, when he looked at the beggar, he was surprised to see his appearance. देखी के आश्चर्य हो गला, cap on his head, coat, overcoat, beautiful dress. So, you just see the difference. At the first meeting, the dirty dress, the torn clothes, the brown overcoat, the torn coat, but at the end, in the last part, the advocate Sergei meets the beggar Luskov with a new get-up, a new dress, very costly dress, right. And he now recognizes the man. He became very much happy. Oh, you are Luskov. And Luskov said, now sir, I am really engaged in that copying work and now I am a notary and I am getting 35 rubles. You see, for chopping wood he was only getting half a ruble for month, 1 month. Now he is getting 35 rubles a month. Sergei was sad that he had engaged him in hard work. Luskov expressed his gratitude to Sergei and Olga. You see, so Sergei remembered, ओकिल से मन पकई देले अतीत को मु यही लोक जो लोक को आज देखुची जे 35 रुबल पाउची. Now he is a notary, right, and I also engaged him, I had engaged him in hard work, that is wood chopping, काठ चिरिया पे ये लोक को देइथिली तेनु निजे तांको भारी दुख लागिछि लोक को देखे, right. But the beggar was very happy and he expressed his gratitude. He was very grateful to Sergei the advocate and his cook. Let us see what happened next, right. So, we will see what would happen, very important thing. But he revealed the secret that it was Olga who had really saved him and set him right. It was Olga who had chopped all the wood for him. He owed a lot to her. Saying this, Luskov bowed to Sergei and departed to the gallery. My dear friends, till now the advocate Sergei knows that this person, the beggar, had worked hard, he had chopped all the wood for all the months, but now the beggar says, the beggar reveals, discloses the secret, the hidden thing, that it was Olga who had really saved him and set him right. 8 se kahi deich, gopota 8 se shesho kar deich, je sir, actually I have not worked, I have not chopped any wood, your cook actually had chopped everything and I was getting money, right. So, what happened actually? It was Olga who had chopped all the wood for him. I am really very gratitude. I owed a lot to her. Saying this, Laskov bowed to Sergei and departed to the gallery. So, he departed, he went into the theatre to see. Actually, he has also booked a very costly ticket for it, a gallery ticket. Usually, the aristocratic people, they also book, they buy such type of tickets to watch the play in the theatre. So, this is actually what happens, you see two things here. One thing is, this Sergei becomes happy, he feels that he is my godson, the beggar is my godson, due to me, due to my advice, now he has been able to earn a lot of money, that is 35 rubles in a month. But actually that is not the thing. He said, yes, you have offered me job, you have offered me work, you have helped me, you have advised me, but actually your cook, the old woman, the cook Olga, actually she has saved my life, she has really changed my life. This is what happens. Actually what happens, Olga has rebuked him, ताकू गाली देइछि, से जो ओल्गा जे कि तांको घर पई रोसई करूतिले, से लेडी तांको she has rebuked the beggar, she has told a lot of very filthy words to the beggar. But what happens actually, the beggar does not actually feel it, does not mind it, did not mind anything, and it was for him, and it was really heart touching words that touched the heart of the beggar. पहले माने से जो गाली देइथिला से ओल्गा जो बुढ़ी जे रोसई करि देउथिला एडवोकेट पई, से ओल्ड वुमन, एक्चुअली ता गालीटा यांको हार्ट को टच करी, दैट टच द फील द लैंग्वेजेस, द फील द वर्ड्स that actually touched the heart and mind of the beggar, and the beggar wanted to change himself. He actually gave up drinking and he wanted to do something. So, after getting the new job, he worked hard and he has changed his own life. So, he revealed, he disclosed the hidden thing, the secret. सत्य कथाटा ये कहला जे मु एक्चुअली काम किछि करिनी, मु जमा काठ चिरिनी, आपनकर से जो रोसई करवा स्त्री लोक ओल्गा जे कि सबु काम करिसंते एवं मु पैसा पाइछि. But his words touched my heart, his work, his help touched my heart, and I have changed my life. So, I think you understand now, you see what happens. So, this part begins with the meeting of the beggar and the advocate and the conversation between these two persons, right. Then what happens after conversation, the advocate understands and recognizes and feels the actually his own fault, and when he listens to the actually the truth, the real thing what had happened during the wood chopping work, and he became very unhappy, he was really very sad, and Laskov the beggar was very grateful to the advocate, but he was really very grateful to the cook Olga. This is what happens in the second part. This is actually end of the story. So, let us do something so that we can understand the story better, right. I think you understand the story. So, again I repeat these three parts. First one starts with begging, ends with wood chopping. Second part begins with wood chopping, ends with offering new job. third part is the end, begins with the meeting at the theatre and ends with departing, separating each other. This is what the story is. Very interesting story, motivating story. A beggar has changed his life, a beggar becomes a notary and a rich man. This is really the subject or the theme of the story, and we will discuss the comprehension questions, so that we can understand the text better. So, dear students, look at question number 1. Where did Sergei see Lushkov after 2 years, right? So, where did Sergei see Lushkov after 2 years? Actually, we have already discussed. Lushkov went to watch a show in the theatre, right, and at the window where, at the ticket window where they were buying tickets, they met each other. So, Sergei saw Lushkov at the theatre, at the ticket window of the theatre. What was the occupation Lushkov at that time? What was the occupation of Lushkov at that time? So, the occupation of Lushkov at that time was notary. He was a notary, right. So, what was Lushkov at that time? Lushkov was a notary at that time, right. So, let us go to the next question. How much salary was Lushkov paid for month as a notary? As a notary, he was paid 35 rubles a month. So, my dear children, during that period when the author has written this story, 35 rubles, 1 ruble was a very big amount, and 35 rubles, you imagine the amount, how much money he was really getting for his work as a notary. That is why he became a very rich man. So, in 2 years, you just see, in 2 years a beggar became a rich man. That is the story, right. A beggar turns into a rich man only in 2 years. It is possible. So, my dear students, if you want, if government wants, if the society wants, the entire begging system will be removed, it will be abolished. The beggars, some beggars, they can also change their life, they can earn better and they can live a very happy life, they can also be very, very rich, they can change, they can turn their life from begging to earning a lot of money, right. Number 4, God bless that good and noble woman. Who does the noble woman refer to? So, Olga Sergey's-Cook. You see, this is the most important line used by the beggar. The beggar said, sir, I am really grateful to you, but I am very, very, very grateful to your cook Olga, and God bless that good and noble woman. That means, he said Olga was a very good and a noble woman. She really changed my life. Her words touched my heart, her words touched my mind, her filthy words were also very kind words for me, and I have changed my life only because of his words, because of her words and because of her work, right. Next, who really chopped wood for the beggar? Olga the Sergey's cook, really. Olga the advocate's cook, the cook of Sergey actually chopped the wood. The beggar did not chop the wood, right. Who really set Lushkov right? Olga. Really he set his life, right. Next, what did Lushkov do before departing to the gallery? Kaun kala se? Bowed to Sergey. He saluted, he bowed, munda nuaiki pranam chonela. He paid regards from his heart to Sergey, right. And which country does the beggar belong to? The beggar belongs to Russia, right. ତେଣୁ କାହିଁକି ଜାଣିଲେ ନା, because the author is from Russia, and also the author has used kopecks, ruble, all these units of money which are there in Russia. That is why the beggar belongs to Russia, and this is a Russian story, right. Who is the writer of the story? We have already, at the beginning we have already discussed, we have watched the image, and we have discussed some of the most important writings of the author, and he is Anton Chekhov, right. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is dignity of labor. Labor is most important thing for a human being. Work is God. Actually, if you work hard, then definitely you can get help from others and God will bless you. Without work, you cannot say anything. Even the Gita says work is everything. Go on working, then you can get your result, right. So, let us some of the part, this part outlines. Sergei meets Lushkov at the ticket window of a theatre. He recognizes the beggar. Conversation starts. Lushkov tells him how is he getting 35 rubles a month now and lives happily. Sergei becomes happy, thinks that he has changed his life. Sergei remembers the past and becomes sad for the words he had used for him. Lushkov expresses his gratitude for Sergei, and Olga reveals the secret how Olga helped him and worked hard for him, told Sergei about what brought change in his mind and heart. So, my dear students, now we have already completed these 3 parts. So, the third part you see that begins with the meeting of Sergei and the beggar at the theatre, at the booking counter of the theatre, and Sergei recognizes, they talk to each other, and then he also says how he is a notary now and how he is getting 35 rubles, and Sergei becomes very happy, and he changed, how he changed his life, how, what is the role of, or what was the role of the cook, what was the role of Olga, the cook, of the advocate for him, and how she changed his life. And Lushkov at last expresses his gratitude to Sergei and Olga, and he reveals the entire hidden thing, the secret thing, and says that really I am very grateful to your cook. For her, she is like a mother, and for her motherly words are usually hard, but soft for the child. That is why very kind words for the child. That is why for her words I have changed my life. So, my dear children, let us sum up the entire story and you can understand it, right. The beggar, the summary, we have 3 parts. Part 1, the beggar meets Sergei and requests for help, tells lies about his profession, but Sergei recognizes. Sergei offers work of chopping wood, and he accepts the offer. Part 2, engagement and fall of the beggar in chopping wood. Sergei observes his work, Olga rebukes and helps in chopping wood, and beggar earns half a ruble and other work to him. Sergei's letter to friend for employment of copy. Sergei meets at the theatre. Sergei becomes happy to know that he was a notary. Beggar's gratitude to Sergei and his cook Olga. Beggar reveals the secret how Olga had helped and saved him and the cause of change of the mind and heart. So, these are 3 parts. 3 parts again I repeat: meeting of the beggar with the Sergei, offering wood chopping work. Part 2, wood chopping work and another employment, offering of another employment, and meeting, the last part, meeting of Sergei with the beggar, and the beggar expresses his gratitude to Olga and the advocate, and also reveals and he discloses the secret, the hidden thing, how the old lady helped him and saved his life, right. So, we have some blank filling questions. Let us do it very quickly. The beggar had an offer of a position, the province of dash. A person who makes humble request is called a dash. mendicant means a dash. This is swindling dash said this. Formerly the beggar was a dash in the Russian choir. The beggar's strength had been undermined by the dash. The waif refers to the dash, right. And after a gap of dash years, Sergei met Leskov at the theatre. Leskov asked for a seat in the dash. At last Leskov became a well-to-do dash. As a notary, Leskov was paid dash rupees a month. God bless that good and noble woman, the noble woman is dash. Sergei considered Leskov dash in a sense. Leskov was paid dash rupees for howling and packing the furniture, and Sergei had met the beggar in dash street. Very quickly, let us know the answers in 1 minute and we can close the session. The beggar had an offer of position the province of Kaluga. A person who makes humble requests is called a suppliant. Mendicant means beggar, right. So, mendicant means a beggar. This is swindling, swindling means cheating. Said this, Sergei said this. Formerly the beggar was a dash in the Russian choir. He was a singer in the Russian in the music party. The beggar's strength had been undermined by dash vodka. I have already told you, right. The waif refers to the dash beggar, waif means here beggar, and after a gap of 2 years, Sergei met Leskov at the theatre, we have already discussed. Leskov asked for a seat in the gallery, which was really meant for the very rich people, and at last Leskov became a well-to-do notary, what we have already discussed. As a notary, Leskov was paid 35 rubles a month, and God bless that old and noble woman. The noble woman is here Sergei's cook Olga. So, Sergei considered Leskov his godson in a sense, and Leskov was paid 1 ruble for howling and packing the furniture. Sergei had met the beggar in Sadovya street. So, now you know a lot of things about this story. I think, my dear students, you understand and you will be able to answer all the questions. So, this is a really very heart touching and motivating story. So, let us give importance on our work and we can definitely get good results. Thank you very much. Let us say goodbye.